Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn political science lesson number 2, the electoral process, page number 75. Now we are going to study about elections. As we know, elections play a major role in the working of the India's democracy. Election is a medium to elect our representatives. Election brings change in power through peaceful means. Different political parties therefore get a chance to rule. During elections we can see change in the government policy. As the time goes, the society also undergoes many types of changes. Therefore, the democracy is sustained or is being in contained. Now, how our elected representatives should be? They should be responsible. They should give preference to the welfare of the people and efficient and honest. Therefore, election commission is there to administer the election process in India. Now, what do you mean by representative democracy? Now we can see it is very impossible for all the people in our country to participate in everyday administration and decision making process. Therefore, what we do, elections are being held and the people elect their representatives. Some of the people get elected on the behalf of the entire population and they work for the welfare of the people. The representatives who form the government are responsible to the welfare of the people and give preference to the welfare of the people and solve their problems. This is known as representative democracy. Now let us learn what is election commission. The Election Commission of India and the state level election commission conduct all important elections in our country. Under the article of 324 of the Constitution, Election Commission is an independent and autonomous body. Autonomous means what? Self-governing body. This Election Commission was established in 1950. Now what is the responsibility of this Election Commission? The responsibility is to conduct, manage and supervise the election procedure. The National Election Commission conducts election for the offices of President, Vice President and administrates elections to the Parliament and State Legislature. A State Election Commission is also formed for conducting elections at the local level or local self-government institutions. Now let us learn about Election Commissioner. Election Commission, it consists of one Chief Election Commissioner and two additional commissioners. Now all these commissioners are appointed by whom? By the President of India. Therefore they cannot be removed easily from their offices or the post for any political or invalid reasons. The Constitution has preserved the independence of the Election Commission. A separate provision is made for the expense of this particular department, that is Election Commission. As the Election Commission does not have a separate staff, therefore who helps them? The government officers, teachers and government employees help them to execute the process of the election. Mr. Sukumar Sen was the first Chief Election Commissioner after the independence. Now let us learn the function of Election Commission. First one is what? Preparing the voters list. In this what they do? They prepare the list of the eligible voters. They include names of new voters. Then delete the names of the voters who have died or who have been migrated to the other places. They publish updated voters list and give photo identity cards to the voters. Second, they decide the timetable and program of the election. They prepare and publish election schedule. Then they decide the entire process, that is when and in how many stages the election should be conducted in every state. Third, scrutiny of the application of the candidates. to check. Scrutiny means what? To check the application of the candidates. They accept the application of the candidates, they check or scrutinize the applications, and then give the permission to contest elections for the eligible candidates, and they reject the applications of the disqualified candidates. Then fourth one, they give recognition to the political parties. Now in India we have many party system. Therefore the election commission gives recognition to the new political parties, and they give election symbols to each political parties. Then the next one is to solve dispute relating to elections. If any problem arises, the election commission tries to solve this dispute which arises during the election. They disqualify the candidate if he uses illegal means of contesting. Then they conduct re-election in particular constituency. Then let us learn about restructuring the constituency. Now, what do you mean by restructuring of the constituency? To bring changes in the constituency. Now, let us learn the total number of the members in the Lok Sabha is 554. Now, every member represents one constituency or their particular area. Now, creating constituency is the responsibility of the Delimitation Commission or Election Commission. Now, let us learn what is Code of Conduct. Now, Code of Conduct means what? They have to follow certain rules. Now, Code of Conduct means the rules that are be followed by all, that is the government, political parties, voters before and during the elections. Then only we can have free and fair elections. Therefore, it is the responsibility of the Election Commission to conduct free and fair elections in a very conducive environment or in a very good environment. Then we have to stop the malpractices during the elections. Its strict implementation gives a sense of relief to the common people. Code of conduct is applied for everyone, for the government, political parties, candidate, voters, before and during the elections. Even the government employee or a government cannot violate these rules. Everybody has to follow these rules. Now, let us learn some of the challenges to conduct free and fair elections. Now, the first one is what? If the geographical landscape and a larger population, it creates a major challenge to conduct the elections in a free and fair elections. The number of the voters is a huge challenge while conducting election. Sometimes some political parties may misuse the money. Then prohibiting candidates with the criminal background from contesting. Then violence which erupts during the elections. Sometimes violence are being created during the time of election. Then sometimes the practice of the family monopoly poses a great challenge. Family monopoly means what? That the leader is coming from only one family. Now we will learn something about electoral reforms. Now, to maintain the future and credibility of the democracy, it is necessary to bring about some improvements. Therefore, it is necessary to rectify the shortcomings and faults in the election process. So, what improvement are being required for this particular thing? First thing, we should increase the participation of women in politics. 50% seats should be given to the women candidates by every political party. Next, the political party should see that the election ticket should not be given to the candidates which are belonging from the criminal background. Then we should stop misusing of money. The government should take care of the election expenses. Law and regulation should be followed very strictly by each and every party before giving candidature. Then to amend or make changes in the representation of the People's Act. By this what will happen? There will be improvement in the elections. Now, do you know? We have to learn something about EV machine. Earlier, ballot boxes were being used for the purpose of voting. This practice started with the first election, which was being held in 1951 to 52, and it lasted till 1999. Battery operated electronic voting machine, that is called as EVM machines, were first used in the elections which were being held in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Delhi. Now it is being used everywhere. Now there is availability of nota option also in this particular machine. Nota means what? None of the above option. The voter can choose if he doesn't want to vote for any candidate. Now what is the advantages of EV machines? Let us learn about it. It saves tons of paper which was being used to make ballot paper. Thus we can help to protect our environment. It makes counting of voting much faster, which enables the election officer to declare the result in a very short time or period, and it helps for the specially challenged people, that is Divyang people, to cast their votes. Now let us learn type of election. General election, which is held for the Lok Sabha after every 5 years, is called as the general election. But if the government loses majority in the parliament before completing its tenure of 5 period, or the party in coalition with the government withdraws their support, then no alternative is available or is left. Then what happens? Then mid-term elections are being held. If an elected member in the Lok Sabha or a Vidhan Sabha resigns or dies, then at that time by-elections are held. Therefore, we have learned about the electoral process. In this, what we have learned? We have learned about the importance of elections, then who are our representative, then we have learned about the election commission, then we have learned how it functions, then process of election we have learned, code of conduct, and major challenges to conduct free and fair elections. Then we have learned about the electoral reforms and the improvements, how to make improvements in it. We have also learned about the advantages of EV machine. Then we have learned the types of election, that is general election, midterm election, and by-election. I hope the lesson is understood by you all. If any query, kindly contact. Thank you.